Hey guys, I'm Nisa Homey. Today I'm sharing a protein and fiber rich gluten-free instant breakfast recipe for diabetic diet and for weight loss. This gluten-free and dairy-free quick and easy instant weight loss meal is a perfect breakfast for those with health issues like diabetes. The high fiber and protein will help to keep you feel fuller for a longer time and also helps to balance blood sugar levels. This is a filling and nutrient-rich instant gluten-free meal. So without wasting much time, let's get started with the recipe. I harvested some red amaranth leaves from my balcony garden. I'm using this in this recipe. This is my way of including seasonal greens in my recipes. If you don't have amaranth leaves, you can use palak or any green leafy vegetables which are in season right now. So I'm just removing the leaves. I don't discard the stem. I'll use the stem in a curry. So I'm using just a handful of the leaves. And I have another handful which I'll be using later on, maybe in a dal curry or in a sambar. So I have gathered the leaves and I'm going to slice it as thinly as possible. I'm going to keep this aside. Into my chutney grinder, I'm adding in a small piece of ginger. Just slicing the ginger roughly and adding in. Next, I'm adding in 1 carrot. Carrot also I'm just roughly chopping and adding in. Next, I'm adding in 1 tomato. Tomato also I'm just roughly chopping and adding in. And now I'm going to coarsely grind this. You can also grate the vegetables if you don't have a small chutney grinder. Okay, now it's coarsely ground and I'm going to keep it aside. Into a bowl, I'm finely chopping a handful of shallots. Shallots are a rich source of iron and folate. Hence, I prefer to use them in my recipes. However, if you don't have shallots, you can use 1/3 of an onion. So I'm just going to finely slice the shallots and add into the bowl. Next, I'm finely chopping 1 green chilli. Green chilli you can increase or decrease to suit your taste. Next, I'm finely chopping a small handful of fresh coriander leaves. Into this, I'm adding in 1/3 teaspoon black pepper powder, 1/2 teaspoon turmeric powder. Adding black pepper when you're using turmeric will help to absorb the active ingredient in turmeric known as curcumin faster into your body. So whenever you're using turmeric, make sure you add at least a fat pinch of black pepper powder. 1/2 teaspoon Kashmiri chili powder. Kashmiri chili powder you can increase or decrease to suit your taste. 1/2 teaspoon jeera, also known as cumin seeds. 1/3 teaspoon ajwain. Now when you're adding ajwain, make sure you just lightly crush it with your hand like this and add so that the flavors are released. Ajwain and jeera will help with digestion, so try not to omit it. 1/4 teaspoon hing, also known as kayam or asafoetida. Add in pink Himalayan salt as needed. Add in the coarsely ground vegetables. Add in the finely chopped amaranth leaves. And I'm going to give it all a nice mix. Into this, I'm adding in 1 cup of organic jowar atta. Jowar is an ideal grain for those with health issues like diabetes. Jowar has glucose lowering and cholesterol lowering properties. Jowar is gluten free. It is rich in protein. It contains lots of dietary fiber that is good for those with diabetes. Contains minerals like iron, calcium, magnesium and copper. Jowar is loaded with antioxidants and the best part is it helps to manage blood sugar levels. If you have health issues like diabetes, do try to include whole grains like jowar and millets in your diet. And I'm going to measure 3/4 cup of water. And I'm adding in half of the water and I'm mixing it with a spoon. Add in the rest of the water and mix it really well. You can add in another tablespoon of water. Okay, the batter looks perfect now and it's ready. So this is the consistency I prefer. It is neither too thick nor too thin. It is of pourable consistency. Now the best thing about this batter is that you can meal prep, that is you can make this batter and you can store it in the fridge, and that will also make it more easier in those busy mornings, or to make this as a dinner after a long days at work. So the batter is ready and now let's start making the cheelas. I'm heating my cast iron tawa and I'm greasing it with gingerly oil. Reduce the flame to the lowest and then add in about 1 to 1.5 ladleful of the batter. And spread it out. Spread it out as thinly as possible. Drizzle in 1 teaspoon wood pressed groundnut oil. I'm drizzling on the sides and as well as in the middle. Cover and let it cook on low flame. Healthy cooking is all about using the right quality of oil, and I prefer to use wood pressed oils in my recipes. Instead of wood pressed groundnut oil, you can use any locally sourced wood pressed oils from the place you live in, like mustard oil, coconut oil, til oil, or even desi ghee. Now with regard to the batter, sometimes when you keep the batter for a longer period, it may slightly thicken. So you may need to adjust a couple of tablespoons of water to make it into the desired consistency. What I prefer is a pourable semi-thick consistency like this. It's more of an idli batter consistency. Let's check on the jowar chilla. Carefully flip it over. Also note that I am using a well-seasoned cast iron tawa. Well-seasoned cast iron has a non-sticky surface, hence it will not stick to the pan. I have already shared many videos on how to maintain and season a cast iron tawa. Please do check them out. And another important thing is cast iron helps in better iron absorption. So if you have iron deficiency anemia, try to cook at least one of your meal in a cast iron cookware. And once done, flip it over and serve. The best thing about these kinds of healthy, filling and nutrient rich meals is that you don't need any side dish. You can enjoy it with the homemade pickle of your choice. Let's make one more chilla. I'm just greasing the tawa with gingerly oil. Pour in 1 to 1.5 ladleful of the batter and spread it out as thinly as possible. I'm serving it with homemade amla pickle. Homemade pickles are a good source of healthy gut-friendly probiotics. I've already shared a couple of homemade pickle recipes. Please do check them out. And my healthy and nutrient-dense gluten-free jowar chilla is ready to serve. So guys, do try this recipe and also let me know in the comments which is your favorite whole grain and millet. Do comment below and let me know. Thank you for watching, and until next time, take care. Bye-bye.